Yo, Mr. VOD Gang. Right, there's Twitch. One moment. Oh, I can have the... Oh, interesting. Then pop out YouTube chat. Bada bing. Cool. Alright. Boom, boom. Hello, Keeks. How are you today? Let's see here. Hello, Zarabas. Jonah. How are you guys doing? Right. Okay, looks good on Twitch. Hello, Freljord. Alright. Just moving some stuff around. Forgive me for being a boomer. Hey, what do you do that you don't get Saturdays off? I was going to click on another notification, but this one came up and I pressed and everybody... Hey, you know what, Keeks? I'm happy that you said hello. You've done your part in the chat minds. You are absolved of your responsibilities as a chatter today. You brought good vibes. So, if you want, please continue along your way. If not, I'd love, I'm just chilling and chatting, man. That's pretty funny though. Haha, get real life clickbaited, get scam notifications. Line cook at Famous Dave's. Famous Dave's, is that? Hold on. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. Famous Dave's. Oh, barbecue. Ooh, fuck, I forgot to eat dinner. Ah! I clicked on Famous Dave's and now there's delicious looking brisket. Man. Hold on, I gotta announce. I'm streaming Runescape. Can't stay live too long. Maybe 2 hours. But let's get some dang drops. Tormented Demons. Okay, but to be honest though, and maybe this is a hot take, brisket should be the best thing on every barbecue menu because it is just the best barbecue far and away. I don't even know how you can argue with that. Like, yeah, ribs are fucking good, but like, bro, it's brisket. You know what I mean? It's brisket. I also just realized, Freljord Shield, that you said whoop whoop. Are you down with the ICP? If not, can you tell me how magnets work? Alright. Whoops. Hello, monkey. Where is the scroll bar? Here it is. Yahoo! I'm at Renfest right now, but wanted to say hi. You're at Renfest? I'm jealous, dude. Why is YouTube being silly? There we go. I'm actually super jealous if you're at Renfest. Mac and cheese or mashed potatoes? Ooh. Ooh. Mac and cheese or mashed potatoes? Hello, Sadie. Hello, Venomize. Hello, Britt. Hello, Mark. Hello, Nightwake. That you've caught me. You've caught me in a bit of a bind here because, to me, 100% that answer is mac and cheese. Hello, Haifa. That answer is mac and cheese. I feel like some people would like fight me about that. Like mashed potato people are some of the most passionate about their potatoes I've ever seen or heard. Hello, Seeing the Red. But like for me, it's just mac and cheese. Like that's not even a contest. It's mac and cheese. Now if you had said mac and cheese or cornbread, now you got me in a bit of a pickle. Also, I love pickles. Oh, kind of a shortish mac and cheese with toasted breadcrumbs on top. Oh yeah, that sounds fucking good. Are we torturing Ryan today? Is that what we're going on? When it comes to potatoes, I'm passionate about fries. True. I'm lactose intolerant and still don't get mad. That's how I feel. Whoa, let's go, Mark. Hell yeah, Seeing Red. Oh, Bananas. Look, I feel you. Look. I'm an 18.2, dude. That's a terrible grind. I wish you luck. You're about to have Roadhouse? I want fucking Roadhouse. You made a J. Jonah Jameson deck. Let's go. All right. I only have like 2-ish hours, and then I got to go to a friend's birthday party. So I got to open both of these. We'll maybe wait a little bit on the Coke Zero. I'm going to open this green tea because I want some green tea. So let's see. Hold on. All right, get ready. I'm gonna. If you don't want to hit us, you should mute me. I'm gonna do it right now. Oh, oh, did I bump you, chat? Shake it first. I think I bumped you. Oh, No, Ryan, you never shake it. Make me. That was so hot. That's funny. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you guys. I apologize. All right, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna kill some guys. Oh, the aspect ratio's gonna be fucked. I'm sorry. Hold on. He gets this one. All right. What the? Hold on a minute. Why did it not go back to its original shape? Weird. There you go. Alright, this, and then just like a billion fucking prayer potions. Like 3 of these, I'm gonna make a mistake, and then we can rip. Gotta mix it up, brother. It says on the dang can. Technically, the cans do say shake 'em. Hold on, let me check. You fools. I can't read. Don't you watch any of our videos? Can it? Oh my god. I appreciate your forgiveness, Twitch. YouTube is dunking on me because I can't read. Oh, man. I can't wait to play a Frank Horgan deck. I'm really excited about that card that's sometimes indestructible. Oh, how's volume? Is volume good for YouTube music? You're the only one that can read in the group? Well, I've cheated. What I have is like a visual memory where I've memorized every word on Magic cards. And when they go, what does this say? I just remember what it says. I think if there was an OnlyFan with only pictures of brisket, I would actually highly consider being. What are they? What are they? I guess fans. It's true. I was born with a rare condition. I can only read chat and Magic cards. The power of like mediocre recall. Yes, that's what we're describing. So you could read at one point in your life. Well, total recall. Am I just like a budget discount Arnold Schwarzenegger? I didn't see if that one was full in this world. Saturday night's probably gonna be pretty popping up in this bitch. Get into Chopper. You guys are having fun with this one, I see. Alright, cool, I can go up there. Do you get the... Hello, Lima Beam. No, we still need this one. I've killed a billion of these fucking guys too. Hold on. We're here. So, oh, I did get this. This is a spec weapon, which is cool. This is what I want. It's 1 in 522, and I've killed almost 1,300 of these bad boys. But I only have like 2-ish hours to stream, hour and 45 at this point, so I figured I would just chill, I would chat, I'd vibe, see how everyone's doing. Do some content I actually know that I can talk during. So right on track with the drops. If you mean, like, not on track, then yes. What up, Jeremy? How are you? I forgot how good this music was. I generally don't listen to, like, all the musics in RuneScape unless I'm streaming. Because I want the music in the background. I think it provides good ambiance. It's kind of a banger, actually. I was going to be so sad if that guy stayed. I mean, like, it functionally doesn't matter, I guess. I just like chilling with chat. We played playing with Play to Win earlier there, Mr. Jeremy. It was fun. Played. I thought about it. I don't think I've ever actually played CEDH before. Oh, you've heard. Ooh. Hello, Kobe. Did they tell you how bad we were? No, real talk though. Those guys are cool. We played 3 games. I won't spoil them. But it was fun. It was fun. I wish I had more time today. I kind of want to play... I like to believe that we didn't need that much teaching, but also I definitely don't think we played a perfect series of games. I'll give you some of my luck with RuneScape when you learn to shake the green tea can. You don't have luck. Nah, but they're cool dudes. I hope there's a pretty good chance we're going to end up at MagicCon. Pretty good. It's not confirmed or for sure yet. We're still working on it, but like it'd be nice to meet them. And all the other content creators I haven't seen in a while. Chat. I got the best luck with games I'm not good at. Doesn't that make you good at the games? Oh, crap. Like, you can have no skill at RuneScape and be the luckiest player, and you would beat everyone, I think. I like, truly think so. Do you... Or you guys get the convention? We want to get the convention in the box if and when we go. I don't know if we could get it elsewhere. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll say that my deck, I was playing, I guess the technical term is a turbo deck. I wasn't exactly playing interaction. So it kind of made the whole thing pretty easy for me, but it was still very fun. Yeah, it was very fun. It was I'm not going to spoil any outcomes because I think those would be good games to watch when we get there, but like several times, like clearly like Avengers level threats were hitting the board, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm a bear. That's kind of scary, but like, nah, I'm good, dude. You can do that. You can resolve whatever you want. We're chilling. You know, I did play a little interaction. Like there, you can put Beseiju in every deck, I guess, but it was very funny. No. I think I've said it on stream before. I played Lumra Cocaine Bear. It's called. Fun deck though. Oh, what's this? We're working on a pair of socks. I hope so. It was fun. And then Drew played. Fuck. What is his name? Rakdos? Rakdos. Dude, we need to talk. Don't worry, I didn't embarrass the bear. I was able to play cards and do stuff. Mono green Limmer deck was Menace Tables. Guys, I played it in CEDH today. It actually did do stuff. It literally stomped people to death. Okay, you know what's kind of funny? Still, again, being respectful, not spoil outcomes. Yo, that's sick, Jeremy. At one point, let me see, hold on. Yo, I started watching videos, got me back in Magic Glove Box Rolls. Thank you very much, Buttermilk. I'm glad to hear that. I love to hear that people are playing the game that I love because of something that I know. I think that's fantastic. I hope that you have fun. Back into? How long ago did you start playing? But Monkey, what was kind of funny today is the Lumra CEDH listing doesn't need to attack to win the game. You win the game with like a lands combo, basically several different lands combos. But a few times during the game, my opponents would interact with me. Cringe, I know, in CEDH. And I wouldn't have the ability to like do my infinite, but I'd have Lumra. And when I would have Lumra would be like a 12-12, and I'd be like, I attack? And they're like, oh yeah, that guy's just fucking huge. And I'm like, yeah. So it was funny. I was making CEDH fear the combat step again without like a Nagila Infinite or whatever. It was very funny. We looked at them on our own. Someone linked me, and I don't think it was Jeremy, but someone linked me a like Loomer listing that got me looking. Hello, One-Eyed King. And I found like the most common version of Cocaine Bear that I played. Although does Loomer have ways for trample? Not the deck that I wasn't playing. That I was playing didn't have ways to give trample, but like that wasn't really the point. So like all the cards mostly in that deck were devoted to no trample. Yeah, they're mostly devoted to doing the combo. Like you'd rather spend your time, your effort to do the combo, because once you get the combo, you win the game. Like there's no, it's very like if you have like 3 pieces, you just win. Like adding extra cards that give trample are kind of a waste when you can just like try to shoot for that every game. But that being said, we are going to play with them again for content for our channel, and in that way, I might start adding some spicy stuff. Do I like Kibo decks? I actually do like Kibo decks. Kibo is very funny. Yeah, what Jeremy's saying. Kibo is very funny. We have we made a deck for Danny, like based off an online listing and like some tweaks. That's like, it's called like Banana Dependency or something like that, and the concept is, you play Kibo, and then like all the horrific red spells that like destroy every land in the game. And the idea is to make it so that your opponents have to use bananas, and by forcing them to be dependent on the banana economy, you you like make Kibo really big and there's nothing they can do. I think that'd be fun, Jeremy. Although it is really mean, yeah. It was a deck that Drew found and brought to Danny, but it felt very good. For me, I just like Big Monkey. I thought that was good, but it was kind of clever. Drew asked them if they wanted to come play Shock Collar, and they were like, really? And I was like, hell yeah. They didn't seem that excited about Shock Collar, although I think that we would do more stuff with them for sure. Is there potential hope for more ghost hunting? I'm sure at some point. That feels like one of the things that Charlie is excited to do on the farm is to go like explore the backwoods. But it is not quite so easy. We like need particular gear and stuff like that. So I assume that we'll see some kind of like ghost hunting, cryptid hunting there, whatever. But also, I do think that as locations come up, like if there's interesting places in the state of Florida, I think we would. Oh, what the? I didn't know you could do that off the rip. I've never seen that. That's crazy. Interesting places come up, I think we would go. Now that I think about it, I bet Kibo has some interesting stuff in the the Edge of Eternity set with Blanders. I bet you could do some interesting stuff with that. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta go hunting for the Sam Squinch. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I believe this is a reference to Trailer Park Boys. If so, Jaravis, I just finished rewatching that again, like last week. Is Precon League still going on? Yes and no. So we basically lost the momentum when we moved, and a bunch of other stuff. Like Drew went to Japan, and then also like a lot of our people were. That's crazy, Parasox. A lot of our people were in and out, and it was like hard to finish. Now, that being said, I think what will end up happening with Precon League is that we will do a finale episode of some way, shape, or form, just to put a bow on the season. And I probably think that it will end up looking like maybe even like a promo for what we are really cooking up, which is we learned a lot of lessons from Precon League, like how to do it, how not to do it. And as well as like some rule stuff too. Like there were some conceptual problems. We enjoyed. I really enjoyed the community involvement in Precon League. I love that people picked stuff, but I also know that some people were unhappy with their decks. And it was, you know, there were a few points that kind of stuck as we were like trying to pull it along. So I think the idea will be to do a finale for Precon League just to see who will be the commander and like get that done, and then launch an actual league we will stick up for and like keep up with, which instead of like precons and then swapping number of cards, what I really think will make great content is a budget league where like every round people can add a dollar amount to their deck, and I think that will lead to some more creative solutions, because I cannot wait to see like what is Scarab God right now, like $25 if I had to guess? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, wow. Actually, so fucking wrong. Wait. The listing right now has it for $6.66. That's crazy. So, like, let's say we do, like, a $10 upgrade, right? Oh, Plane Chase we will definitely do. We do, like, a $10 upgrade. Like, the original deck is, like, $20 or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out a number. And we do a $10 upgrade, and someone goes, yeah, made my upgrade. And it's just, like, Scarab God, and, like, that's it. The reprint makes sense, which is kind of cool. So I think, which have numbered decks on the wall and they roll. Yeah, we're gonna have something. Oh, let me complete my thought. Focus, Ryan. Focus. So I think that we can do a budget league, and it will add like a lot more fun, creative ingenuity, and a different style of gaming, which I think will be really cool. So I hope that answers your question. Expect, I would say, a finale. Maybe not in the short term. We're working through a couple of collabs. We have a pretty big one coming up in a week or two. Like a big video that's taking a lot of our time and some other stuff. No, hey, I don't recognize your name, but if you have been here before, I apologize. These streams are like exactly the place where I love to talk to you guys and like talk about the channel and get like a health check-in on how you guys feel things are going. Like, I'd love to know how you guys feel about the iPad being gone. Like, tell me stuff, you know what I mean? Let me catch up on the rest. So Salty on Twitch is talking about meaty system of rolling a dice to play decks. the final concept for our like set is gonna be like a magic shop, kind of like a D&D-esque magic shop, and I think that the deck will have like a scroll rack, or at least some kind of shelves or checkout counter that will have decks in it to do something different. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people saying they miss the iPad. Let me just ask for the sake of clarity. Do you miss the iPad because you like seeing it, or do you miss the iPad because you think it's important for us to see it? Because we're working on the think it's important for us to see it part right now. I don't think they've caught up to the newest videos, but we have like a small physical, like very tiny, like the size of my thumbs here, like spin wheel where we can see life totals at the table. I like seeing it. Okay. Okay, cool. Let me continue catching up on chat while you guys click on that. Happy worked out. If there's anyone in the comments, cool. Thank you, Jeremy. I've appreciated your attitude and your help, honestly, in this whole thing. So I appreciate it for being an extremely based chatter and member of both your there and our community. Let's see. Magic in the backwoods using only black text for swamps. That's funny. That's pretty good. Let's see. Both, but it adds another level of accuracy for players. True. Congrats on your casual commander win. Thank you. I appreciate it. What set are you looking forward to the most for box brawl? I really liked Hour of Devastation and Ravnica, as well as Theros. Now that I've like kind of knocked out a lot of my like favorite choices, that's tough. I think of everything I know, the one that I'm expecting to be a crazy banger is Spider-Man. Because it feels like of all the cards that we're seeing, most of them are creatures that do two things, like are a badass creature and have some kind of secondary effect. And those cards in box brawls typically play double duty and like let us do more with less cards. I think that game in particular is going to be really good. So I am definitely looking forward to Spider-Man as well. Plane Chase. I bring planes in my backpack every day, and I keep forgetting to bring it up, so thank you for reminding me. Let you guys see the health. Well, I mean, if it's just about you guys seeing the health, Jesse is upgrading his editing game, and has been like kind of working on the visual on screen. Because I'll say, like, when the iPad was talked about being removed, my immediate thought was the players need to see everyone's life. It's Commander. And also, I feel like people like the visuals. But the other side of the argument is it looks visually less cluttered, and that's good for a couple of reasons. One, some people prefer that in a video setting. And two, I don't know if you guys have noticed now, we are actually playing with, like, instead of the camera that like kind of looks at us like this, and like this, and like this, so that would be 3 cameras, and then the old way we had 1 camera kind of top-down board, we added 4 total cameras up so we could see individual board states. So now there's 7 cameras, and the poor little editors in their fucking editing cave have to mesh together fucking 7 videos to make the video happen, which is fine. Okay, that's their job, and also they're extremely talented and handsome. Jess, if you ever see this, you're extremely talented and handsome. But it does make it kind of a problem where if there's an iPad like this, all the cameras are getting individual boards, and if we like need to zoom in so that they're tight and focused, the iPad is different sizes and focuses on each camera because they're frankly different cameras. And we could make it so the iPad looks okay. I think Commander at Home also has a pretty good solution, which is like they edit over the iPad in games, I believe. Like they have one in real life and then they edit over it. So we're definitely not like hey chat, fuck you guys, okay? We're not bringing the iPad back in any way, shape, or form, and we're not changing it. We want to do it this way. I think the attitude right now is like we kind of as a studio like how kind of like clean it is and like giving the editors a fighting chance and like developing their system. But if you guys really like it, we need a camera for the iPad is crazy. But if you guys really like it and it's like definitely detracting from your experience as viewers, like please continue to tell us. I would like to know. And then like ultimately I think that we would poll it. Thank you, team. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, team. But like like we're here to make content that people want to watch, right? So if you think that adds to the viewer experience, just keep voicing your opinion like in the comments, and then I think I told Drew, like, if we see like a continuous support for like the iPad coming back in the next couple of videos in the comments, maybe we'll poll it. We'll just poll it. And, like, I don't even mean like in our Discord or something. I mean like we'll do a community post on the Skill Check YouTube, and we will like just say, hey guys, iPad, and just see how the numbers look. Because like as much as it is fun for us to just like play games and film them, at the same time we know you guys like to watch. So yeah, and you know what? And to put a nice pin on the whole conversation point, smoke them if you got them. Yes sir. Yes sir. Smoke them if you got them. Cool. Right now it's like a I would characterize it as a... Oh no, wait. Drew said it funny on stream yesterday with the Magic 8 Ball. It was it seems likely, but not for sure. Hello, Mint Chocolate Dublin. I am doing lovely on this fine weekend. Dream guest for a Commander game. Okay, chat. If you're including anyone, smoke them if you got them. I agree, Orange. If you're including anyone, my answer is the same as it's always been forever, okay? Okay? You might be thinking, oh, he's going to say that he'd love to have the prof back on again. Sure. Or you might be thinking that, you know, pick your favorite, like, Magic creator, like the Game Nights guys, or Commander at Home, or Spice 8 Rack. You might be thinking something like that. You would be wrong. There's only one answer to this question. The dream guest that I, Ryan, have for Magic the Gathering Commander game is Jack Black. Right? I don't even care if we finish the game. Oh, fuck, it's Jeff Goldblum is such a good answer, too. No! No, that's such a good one! Oh, fuck. Damn it! Well, obviously Matt Mercer. Yes, obviously Matt Mercer. Although, we did get to play a little Magic with him when he was here last. Damn. Okay, no, you're right about... Okay, never mind. Everything I just said, all the whole grandiose statement, I'm taking it back. You guys are actually saying some really awesome people. Oh, man. No, yeah, Post Malone would be fucking awesome. You're right. You're right. Okay, this is what I get for not using my brain. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I'm going to do Ian Malcolm? Yeah. Dude, imagine... I am praying the right thing, right? Okay, I thought I was stupid. Damn, dude, imagine Jeff Goldblum playing himself as Ian Malcolm going, just like that Jeff Goldblum way he talks. It's a fascinating card. This card's really, it's got a lot of text when you think about it. It's like, really, it's just like a perfect card. You know what I mean? People I play with see me the same way your guys see you. Oh, that's kind of cool. Does that mean the funny guy who plays funny cards that do funny stuff? Ryan Tunneled? What did I do this time? Robert Downey Jr.? That's interesting. Well, you know what's kind of interesting about Robert Downey Jr.? I haven't kept up with him much other than, like, the roles he's been in, so, like, I don't know. Well, I guess let me say what I'm going to say before I forget how to say what I'm going to say, because someone in chat says something cool and distracts me. Didn't he start acting and clean up his life because he hated Burger King? I feel like of everyone I know in the entire world, like, everyone at the warehouse fucking hates Burger King. And I feel like that would bring, like, a level of, like, camaraderie that would make a pretty good, like, shoot day. You know what I mean? They fear you for no reason, even if my decks are doing nothing. I do think that's fucking funny. Jack Black would be unreal, dude. Unreal. I love The Pick of Destiny. I love Tenacious D, even like the albums and stuff. Jack Black's just a funny dude. He's a funny dude. Now, okay, chat. We're here at the clowning on Burger King. Guys, Burger King has good chicken, okay? It has good chicken. BK in Florida is bad? I guess I never really thought about it outside of Florida because I don't really leave this place. Tribute is really good, yep. What the? Why did that walk me? Yeah, Chicken King, exactly. I don't know if he plays or anything. I assume that he doesn't, to be honest, but I think it would be cool to play a game with him if we could just pick from anyone in the universe. I really like Burger King's chicken. Their breakfast is okay. Although I would prefer Taco Bell breakfast. Although my Taco Bell has stopped serving breakfast, which is annoying. Oh yeah, true, Willie. It's a normal fast food restaurant in Maine. Why would you go to Burger King for chicken when Chick-fil-A exists? It's like two different kinds of chicken, in my opinion. So it's like I like the what is it, like the brined chicken fried that Chick-fil-A has, but it like lives in like a different sphere of chicken verse than like the spicy Chick King and stuff. Like this is the Burger King one is like a super crunchy version, and I like their like spicy flavors. They are just different flavors than Chick-fil-A, but like the fact that I even have to use my brain to think about them as equals in any capacity kind of validates them to me as like a chicken place. Now, for example, if I wanted to get a spicy chicken that was really good chicken sphere, true, I would go to Dave's. Dave's fucking rules. Chick-fil-A doesn't have chicken fries? Point for Burger King. Point for Burger King. Chicken fries are pretty good too. But no, I like, they haven't had it in a while, but a long time ago, Burger King used to have Cine Minis. What's Dave's? It's like a, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a Nashville hot chicken place. They do like spicy chicken with those like finely ground rubs, that have like the heat and kind of like deep spice, as well as like, you know, coleslaw and pickles and stuff like that. Whoa! Hell yeah, Hypa. Dave's is really good. Dude, Nashville hot chicken is so good. I haven't had Bojangles, like, maybe ever. No, I had it in, like, an airport one time. I think I had it in an airport one time. I'm searching my memory palace for the last time I can remember Bojangles existing. I think it was in an airport, and, like, that's about it. Bacon King Baconator. Interesting. It is kind of funny how much of like American culture is like how you feel about various fast food brands. Any other chicken place is better than Raising Cane's? I was actually just about to talk about that, seeing the red. You think it's better than Cane's? Wait, have you guys had Zaxby's? No, it's Magic. That was close. I'm wondering if you meant that Raising Cane's is better than the other chicken places. Cane's is bland, the sauce carries. Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute, because I was about to hype up the sauce. That's an interesting point you've made there. I'm not educated enough. Your favorite is Wingstop, lemon pepper, garlic, and... Wingstop has good fries, weirdly enough. Shrimp and grits? Shrimp and grits rules, that's true. Southern food does pretty much rock. I like me some biscuits. I know there's more competition in the States. Yeah, although, like... Okay, I like Five Guys, but it's super expensive. I guess I'm curious, because you're saying that there's more competition in the States, like we have more stuff that's present. This is like my uneducated opinion as an American citizen, not a Canadian citizen. I feel like every other country than America, if they have fast food brands, they just have better food, like quality of food, and that like kind of ups all the bar there. You know what I mean? Like I have been to Europe, and like the fast food places in Europe, like, they can't get away with serving, like, fucking chemically ground meat or whatever. Like, and they have to serve, like, legitimate actual food. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Polarity. They don't have Zaxby's in the north. I think that's a crime because I haven't had it yet. You haven't had it? Well, I guess, depending on where you live in the north. Didn't they have... Doesn't Wingstop have, like, some... Oh, God, that was close. Some kind of, like, sweet fries or something? Whoa. Okay, so you know the deep lore, Parasox. I bet it bangs there. I don't remember what those sweet fries were at Wingstop, but I remember those being really, really good. There was a Wingstop like kind of by my college that I went to. What is the context of what's happening on screen? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm playing RuneScape. No. There's no scolding needed. I often forget that I'm playing the game. This is old school RuneScape. So, old school RuneScape is a game where you represent your character. Hi, this is me. And you click around in the world of Gielinor, and it is an adventure. So, there's like a billion skills, and what you're seeing is I'm doing this skill, Slayer. So, some person... Hold on. So some person who's like a mega badass in the universe was like, hey, go kill these tormented demons. And I'm going, yes, sir. Oh, hold on. And tormented demons drop a few things, but I specifically want a synapse for some other grinds that I'm doing down the road. They have a few mechanics where you see how there's like a symbol above both of our heads. I have this sword. He has this sword. We're both using an ability, which is a prayer. Gielinor is a deeply, like, religious motivated game. Like, there's, like, a war of gods and stuff like that, and the gods give you your blessing to, like, respawn infinite times to protect us against that style of attack. So, when I do a certain amount of damage to him, he will change that protection. So, now he's protecting against my magic attacks. That's why I'm using a bow. And then, when, at some point, like now, I do enough, I have to switch to my magic gear so that I can get in through his prayers. So, I do that to him, he does that to me. After a certain number of hits, he launches fireballs at me. I have to switch my protections and go, like right now, I go, gods, protect me from ranged! And like, then he's going to shoot me with range and I'm good. But functionally, I'm just doing like kind of, like some mid to end game grindy stuff chilling, hoping to get a pretty rare drop here. It's like 1 in 500. The reason it's, yeah, no, I love this game. This game's great. The reason I can do it without talking is because I've killed, or thinking about it is because I've killed these guys, like, actually 1,300 times. That's not Ryan, that's Aquaman. It says right there, I'm Aquaman. Nice try, you can't fool me. No! I almost got you! It's a 50-50 chance in the drop. That's a RuneScape player right there. That's a RuneScape player right there. It's 50-50. Either you get it or you don't. Yes, sir. Oh, I spec. I specked. I'm gonna have to bank soon. I don't know how many. This is my health bar, and this is my prayer bar. I have food to heal, but I don't have prayer. And there's some food here on the ground too. And then the context on actually how to do these guys. If you're standing far away from them, and they do the fire attack, and they don't walk up to you, it's whichever long distance attack that you are not currently defending against. So if I'm protecting against magic, it's ranged because they're not coming. If they walk at you menacingly like you just did, they're trying to melee you. You just protect. Every gambler quits right before a winning streak. See, you know what? That's based. I think I'm going to keep gambling forever and never quit. About to run a prayer, though, which would be kind of not good. I guess I could flick. I just don't care. Oh, perfect timing. Big money? Never lucky. Hell yeah, buy a collector booster box now. I can't, but I want to. I want to. Quitters never win? If you quit gambling, though, is that winning? I feel like that's winning. Oh, you're saying you were going to. Oh, congratulations. Good luck, Dom Castle. I misread. See, chat, I can't read. I can't read, chat. But reading's overrated. Stay in books, kids. Don't do school. Alright. Let's just get a bunch of these, and this, and this, and this, and this, and we're back. Can you speak on your most disliked magic cards? My friends and I were talking about this the other day. Minor Defense, Fairies Protection, and Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, yeah. Disliked magic cards. Disliked magic cards. I would say if... let me answer Willie's question real quick. If there's no spice involved, I think Zaxby's takes it. No, probably Dave's, actually. I think that they have higher quality, just raw chicken, from what I remember. I feel like Zaxby's is far more, like, mass-produced than, like, a bunch of other stuff. My least favorite magic cards... My least favorite magic cards are cards that are, like... Oh, I was up here. That are obviously unclear. And then, like, if you mean effects that I don't like, it's cards. Yeah, no, cards that I find annoying it's fair. Let me start there just and riff. The thing that I don't like is when cards are unclear. For example, Cloudfin Raptor has a printing that says Flying Evolve and doesn't explain either of the words. And I hate, hello Zaraki. I hate watching new players try to figure out the game of Magic when the cards do not make any fucking sense. They don't explain what they do. There's no hope for them. So that drives me insane. The other thing is like timeline color in Edge of Eternities is a double black haster for 2. And then also, Authority of the Console. Stacks pieces is interesting. I'll get to that in a sec. But it has Warp, and it specifically says that it's allowed to be cast from the graveyard, or allowed to be cast in the graveyard as well for its Warp ability. But what Magic did is in the reminder text, which is anything in parentheses, that's only supposed to explain what the mechanic is. They also said that Warp works from the graveyard, and for that card it does. But if you look at that card, it says Warp lets you do this, which is not true. Warp doesn't let you do it. And so when you have new players trying to learn the game, or people who are not that experienced or trying to play like new archetypes or something they don't know, they look at that card and they think Warp does this because of this. And it drives me fucking crazy. So I think far and away, it's cards that are... What do you mean I can't play my textless deck without explaining what they do when I play them? Yeah. I mean, you can, I guess. The thing is I don't know that it's stopping you. You can just be like, yeah, look it up. Yeah, I agree, Monkey. That was super dumb. Now, stacks pieces are hated. I understand them. They feel like the nuclear weapons of Magic, which is like... No, maybe not the nuclear weapons of Magic. They're like the United Nations of Magic, I guess, which is like we have to have a table agreement that like the mono red Urabrask player cannot, or like no the Tanuk player with sneak attack guy, the like pay 3 mana play everything. We need an agreement that all his creatures come in tapped. And if we don't have this, our balls are all gonna explode because he's gonna play an infinite number of Eldrazi's that come in for 3. And then everyone in the world agrees. Here, all the creatures come in tapped. And I think that that's important in some matchups. And then you actually can like kind of bring the playing field level. Now, the point of playing stacks is not usually to play it fairly, it's to play it unfairly. And so like you'll be playing like cards that untap all your guys when they come in or some shit like that and go, hee, the rules said this, but I cheat. And like, I think that's fine as long as you're advancing the game state, like, and you're actually like actively winning the game. I'm not that upset about it. So now we get to my actual least favorite cards. It's cards that do actually I'm praying the wrong thing. Do actually nothing about advancing the game state that have no purpose, and like trying to think of them. Like people who play Crash Through in Izzet decks that are not Storm, just for a 1-mana prowess. I don't mind Crash Through specifically because it's a very fast spell. 1 mana, play, creatures gain trample, easy. But like, Strike It Rich is a card that I have talked about a few times recently. It's like 1 mana, make a treasure, flashback, make a treasure. Still okay. But if people are playing like Faithless Looting specifically just to get spell casts off, the resolution of those kinds of cards are like, they can start adding up like time-wise, where they're like, okay, I'll draw 2. Hold on, I'll think about it. And like, a lot of times those cards, while it is important to draw cards, and I'm not like disparaging draw cards, I feel like there's gonna be a different example. Maybe Pillow Fort is what I'm thinking about. Cards that like have a game action and something happens, and it like takes a disproportionate amount of time to do, where you have to like go get a specialized token and like search your library for like a fucking 0-cost card that isn't gonna matter. And perhaps that's more like play decisions people make, I guess. Yeah, decks that take 45 minutes to take a turn and don't win. Maybe the best example of that is extra turn decks. Ramping into ramp, yeah. Like, I had a friend early on in his Magic career where he was playing Riku. God, I don't remember the name of the Riku. It's a Teamer Riku, and it's like, when you play a permanent, you can pay 3 and make a copy. Riku of 2 worlds or 2 faces. Or when you play a non-creature, you can pay 3 and make a copy of the non-creature spell, whatever it is. And he was playing Riku extra turns, and it was like, I understand that extra turns is an archetype, and I love taking extra turns. There's nothing wrong with it. 2 reflections, thank you. But like, There was one combo he did where he got to take like 7 turns. He had like nothing on board, and like a lot of the turns ended up being I draw a card, I play an island, I pass. And it's like, okay, like if you're playing a whole extra turn to ramp, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, you know, it's not great. It's not great. Extra turn to ramp is nuts. Like, but here's the thing, Look, in that situation, he really didn't have anything in his hand. Like, I didn't disparage him for that play decision, because he could have, like, drawn something top deck style. And, like, he was pretty new around those times. And so I remember, and this is the reason why I remember the interaction, because he was like, basically, and you're saying shorthand, so it gets into this. He was, I knew on board he wasn't going to beat me, and I didn't see anything in his hands or play or draw or revealed that could threaten me. Like, I had blockers on the ground, blockers in the air, and like some kind of good removal spell, like a murder or a source to plowshares effect, something like that. And so I was like, he goes, okay, I'm going to take like 7 turns, I think. Like, does everybody scoop? And like other players were like, yeah, we scoop. And I think that's fine to be like, we scoop. But like, I kind of knew it would be a good teaching moment, because I was like, there's no way he wins from here. Like, he doesn't actually have a win. And I was like, nah, play it out. And then, so, me being difficult there. And then he realized, yeah, actually, I can't do anything. Which was really funny, because, like, all the other guys at the table, like, went to go watch TV. And they were, like, watching TV for, like, 30 minutes while he played through all the turns. And then, like, after he was done, he had, like, played a couple of guys. Yeah, he had, like, played a couple of guys and, like, given them some counters. He had, like, 3 5/5s at the end of, like, 7 turns and, like, maybe done, like, 10 damage to each of us or something like that. And it was actually so fucking funny, because after he was done, he was like, okay, you guys can come back. Like, I'm done. Like, we're moving on to, like, the next player's turn. Everyone was like, we're alive? Like, what? I don't... And I was like, yeah. And after that day, I think he learned that you actually have to play win conditions in your infinite turn stacks. Oh, I fucked it. You bastard. Oh, I haven't been blowpiping. That's kind of a mistake. Alright, I ranted a lot about extra turn deck. Thanks for letting me gripe. I appreciate you, chat. How are the drops? Like it's hot? No, like an ice cube tray, in fact. How are you, Mr. Pay Me No Mind? If that is your real name. I really want to like flubs, though. Did you get the quiver? I did get the quiver! I'm not using it because it costs charges that I don't have that many of. So, thank you for asking. I'm glad that some people are here from that thing. I realized that the problem I was having is that the game would stick like a weird amount of time after every single interaction I did in the game. So what I did was, I clicked the boss to attack, watched the attack go off, and then immediately clicked to the ground. Every single attack. I would do this, and then click the ground where I was standing. So that I would stand still. And after doing that, I instantly won. Like, and it wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Elish Norn control sounds horrid. Oh my god, it does. My personal... Wait, I'm just seeing what Parasox is saying. I missed that go by. My favorite deck I have is an Elish Norn Mommy that doesn't really have a win con. Just too much control. Okay, well, hold on. He did say Mommy. Like, can we get behind this? Can we? It does sound pretty evil. You should play a win con, actually. even if it's just like a Rogue's Passage or an Expedition map to get Elish Norn through. Something that ends the game. Yep, that's what I'm saying, TB. Oh, crap, what did I do? Oh, thank God. Woo! Almost made a oopsie doodle there. Yeah, Freljord on Twitch says, name it, sorry, but it's Mommy. I can see the funny when my friend has a similar board-wiped Child of Alara deck. Okay, see, your friend is the timeline that I looked at actively and rejected. Many moons ago, when I built my Super Friends deck, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, before I knew that it was an evil archetype for evil people, I wanted to make a 5-color Super Friends deck, okay? And at the time, there were only 2 5-color choices for commanders. It was Sliver Hivelord and Child of Alara. Now, functionally, Sliver Hivelord, or Overlord, whichever one's just a 5-mana 5/5 that's indestructible, was just a 5-mana 5/5 that's indestructible. And Child of Alara is a board wipe in the command zone. So I looked at Child of Alara, and I looked at the Sliver, and I said, Child of Alara is definitely better. This is something I could just play to clear the way for my Planeswalkers. But can I really do this? And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, can I really be the man that plays Child of Alara in the command zone? And I said no, and I rejected that reality. And that's why I put 9 board wipes into the deck instead. True story. I typed out the deck list for that actually the other day. Hold on. I can actually get it for you guys if you want to see it. I haven't changed it since then. Oh, no, I gotta do the mechanic of RuneScape. That was close. Let's see. Here we are. Share, copy. There you are. Whoa, that's crazy, Freljord. I haven't changed this deck since as a monument to the deck that I built then, and I kind of use it as a litmus test to see how my decks are doing. It could be so much nastier with all the modern help for mana and then counter stuff, planeswalkers, oof. I almost played it for a video we filmed this week. Golem Scheming Guide upgraded after a tournament. I love this commander. It's so stupid. He either punches you can't do anything about it, or he does nothing. That sounds like a banger deck, actually. Do you have a... We can't put links on YouTube, unfortunately. I would love to see your deck list. Maybe I have already. I feel like we've talked about this. Golem Scheming Guide. I hate your Chulane list. Oh, I feel like Chulane Stacks is probably a good deck. It's just a bunch of value and cheating. Ooh, Yearlock is cool. Alright, Golem Scheming Guide. 2-mana, 2/1, Halfling Horror. Okay, that's kind of cool. I love those creature types. Mono Black, which is sick because I have a few, low cost... Thank you, Domcastle. I have a few low-costed, Mono Black commander guys I really like. When he attacks, look at the top 2 cards, put them back in any order, then choose land or non-land. An opponent guesses... Hold on, I gotta do the RuneScape mechanic. Okay, or don't move, that's fine. An opponent guesses whether the top card of your library is the chosen kind. Reveal that card. If they guess right, remove him from combat. Otherwise, you draw a card and call him can't be blocked this turn. That's fucking sick, dude. That's all good, Willie. You know we'll be back at it again next month. Thank you, Mr. Freljord. I appreciate your nod of approval. I will not upgrade it. It feels like it lives set in amber, like that mosquito from Jurassic Park. Oh! Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Yes! I'm fucking free! I'm free! Woo! I'm sorry for your ears. I don't even know what happened. I literally didn't believe that. Oh my god. Tonight is going to be a good night. Let's fucking go. Wow, they're down to 29 mil. That's crazy. How do I make the sword? Oh, I can go back to Cerberus. Get this shit out of my fucking inventory. Get this shit. It sizzles, but it's... What? What the... I did get it. I am actually shocked. I have no idea what's going on. I'll show you. This is their 2 unique drops. This is the one that I needed. I got it. It's 1 in 522. That's so fucking good. Ah, yes! Oh, it's... Use a Tormented Synapse on an anvil with the arc light and a hammer. Okay, cool. I'm fucking so happy. That's sick. That changed a lot for me. I have used this shitty... I mean, it's not shitty. I mean, it's a relic of the past, right? It's a relic of the past. Let's go to my favorite anvil of all time. We're gonna go home real quick. Oh, man, I'm so fucking happy. Later, Freljord. Man, that is so cool. I can spend a lot more time at Yama now. Man, thank you for being here, Chad. That's huge. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. All right, this is Secret Tech based anvil of all time. I love this fucking place. Man, I'm so happy because like I can only stream for maybe like 1 more hour. I never thought in a million years that I would get it. Although like I probably should have because I've been killing these guys for fucking forever and I don't have to kill them anymore. Yes. Ooh, maybe we can go try it at Serb. I wonder if I have a Hellhounds task. I think I do. Yes, let's go. Alright, so if you didn't know about this creepy Draenor sewers, there's a fucking anvil with this like creepy guy here. Guy's fucking creepy, dude. Does he have mittens for hands? Alright, well. I mind if I use your anvil, do you? 8, 10, 30. Wow, that's way better. That's crazy. Don't do it because I said so, monkey. It's evil. Let's go. Those are so he doesn't scratch himself while he sleeps. You know, actually kind of funny. He got scratch marks. I think you're right. Whoa, what a fucking sick looking sword, dude. Oh, they actually did it. It's clipping into the cell here. That's fucking cool. Alright, I think I actually do have a Cerberus task. Let me go look. I'd love to try some Aru with this now. Wow, look at all these nerds. Neve's thighs! I actually have seen that person before. I need these gloves. That's fucking cool, dude. Alright, so now I can't actually believe that happened. Let me go see if I have a stored task for Hellhounds. I do. Okay. I might want to kill some Zami on this task, but guys, for those of you who are RuneScape players or who are thinking about playing RuneScape, they are modernizing a lot of the skills, and right now they just released a huge Slayer update, and part of it is... Nope. Can I not see... Why? Where is it? I was just about to talk about this cool menu. Oh, cancel. No? View list. Ah, here. They released a, like a modernization of Slayer. They made the requirements less tedious to grind for, and they also kind of show you what's happening behind the screens of, like, the individual Slayer masters on how you, like, can get tasks, and, like, what you'll roll for, especially with, like, when you block stuff. So, like, I have this blocked, it says 0%. This one is a task I've never unlocked. It's 0%. So you can see like your actual odds of getting tasks here, which is cool. And then you can like block them. So I think this is pretty fun. They also made it so if you have a thing where you can store tasks for later, you can swap them back and forth. So this is pretty cool. I'm all on a demon's task, but I want to go kill Cerberus a little bit. So there we go. Boom. Do you think we could get a DC collab in Magic? Absolutely we could. After Marvel, everything. After Marvel and Final Fantasy, no holds barred, dude. I'm still in my grind towards Questcape, getting the fletching level for Fremnik Trials. Dude, Questcape is sick. Let me see if I have it in my bank. I want to show you one of the things that you would use it for. There's a diary cape. I don't think it has the same teleports. Maybe, let me look. No. Hold on. I think that is a fantastic goal. Music cape? No. I think it's a fantastic goal, and I'll show you why. I'm Quest Point Cape. There we are. So, the Quest Point Cape will let you teleport to here. And this is super close to a fairy ring. And fairy rings take you fucking everywhere. So, before I got my diary cape, which lets me teleport to... I always mix this up. I want to say Canifis, Mauritania, which teleports me here, which is not quite as close, but it has more teleports. That was what I was using to go pretty much anywhere, was that teleport. So it's super good. Plus, also, quests have a bajillion rewards that are fantastic in RuneScape. With fatalities? What do you mean? Oh, yeah! That would be cool. There's no way that they would make a Marvel versus DC game. There's no way they do that because like I feel like they would have such a pissing contest with like my characters are stronger than your characters or whatever. You know what I mean? Doctor Strange counterspell? What? Is there one? When's the next deck review? It's a good question. Let me talk about the schedule for the upcoming month. So, sometime in September is the answer. We have a very involved video I do not want to spoil happening this week, which is going to take us several days of effort that will kind of knock us out. Then the following week, we don't have too much going on, so maybe the second week, that's like an option. Let me double check my calendar real quick. Possibly the second week, and then the third week, for sure, we have a huge collab, which I'm very excited about. And then the following week is MagicCon. So I'm seeing 2 times, likely either the second week of September, because it'll be kind of a quieter week, if not one of the only ones, or the very end of September, the 29th and 30th. Those days are kind of a standalone. That would be my guess. Promise we won't leave you high and dry. We'll give you guys the post here, the community post, or the Discord post. So you'll keep a lookout for that. I would say one of those is my guess. Yeah, finally able to play the game is exactly right. For the quest cave and like being done. But like after you complete all the quests, you're so far ahead as far as like XP and like things that you do. I gotta give you a huge point in the direction of the diaries. These things are fucking sick. You know what, Parasox? It's gonna be my first MagicCon too. It's gonna be my first MagicCon too. Assuming that we get to go, I'm pretty excited about it. It might not be Spider-Man themed, but like clearly they're aiming it to release some like spoilers and MagicCons then too. So I think it might not be Spider-Man themed, but like clearly it will be a big part of the convention, if that makes sense. All right, let's get the apologies for the aspect ratio. Let me just re-gear real quick, and then I will fix that for you guys. Oh yeah. Since I last did this, I got this bad boy. I have a new melee amulet. Let's fix this here. And then Ember Light. Wow, I have huge changes actually to my loadout. I'm fucking, this is fucking sick. Wait, does this? There we are. Okay. Can you revert this? Wait. I thought you couldn't. Hold on. You'll get your synapse back, but you lose the materials to make the weapon. Ah, okay. All right. This, and this. Wait, cape. All right. What do you think of is the dumbest card printed recently? I think it's the new dragon in Edge of Eternities. Oh, the Galaxy Dragon that's... Why do I have an alarm for 610? That doesn't make any sense. The Galaxy Dragon that's like a 5/5 with haste or whatever. The one that looks like extremely cool but is like kind of okay. What the fuck is it called? Let's bring Sea Turtles. I feel like Sea Turtles is the move here. 7-drop Lightning Bolt. Yeah. I thought that was... Nova Hellkite, thank you. I thought that was kind of underwhelming. I agree with you about that. To me, it's probably one of the space stations. Like, maybe the damage on ETB one. Let me see. Space station. Spacecraft. Damage. Ooh, I should cosplay. No, I'll probably wear this shirt, to be honest. Let's see. It's probably... Oh, no, it's gotta be fucking Galvanizing Saw Ship. You guys know that card? I was gonna say it was Debris Field Crusher, because that feels like 5 mana for 3 damage a lot of the times. This card, to me... is so weird in Modern Magic. Here, look. Look at this fucking card. Guys, what does this card do? What are you talking about? It's just Avalanche. They're like a bar or something. I don't know. What does this card do? Look at this fucking card, guys. This card makes me mad. Like, when you play a Planeswalker in Magic, let's say it's like a Chandra, okay? And like, Chandras have like a billion effects. Get red mana, do some damage, exile some cards. When you play a Planeswalker, you have priority first, assuming there's no, even with triggers or whatever, okay? Let's just say it lands and you do like a +1 and get like 2 red mana. The ability goes on the stack, you +1. And then someone goes, like, Hero's Downfall, killing your Chandra. At this point, you've spent, I don't know, 3 to 7 mana or 8 or whatever, depending on which Chandra you have. But, your opponent and you went 1 for 1, and for the cost of 8 mana, you were able to do at least one ability, whether it was mana or exile a card. This fucking guy, Galvanizing Soulship, is 6 mana for an artifact ETB. And if there are any triggers on the stack when it enters, you can't even spacecraft it because you can only station as a sorcery. So, like, let's say there's like a, I don't know, whenever an artifact enters, you exile a card or whatever, that you have to have some other creature, like Willie's saying. But if there's a trigger, you can't even station it. They can kill it first. In a world of modern Magic, where we're seeing tighter and tighter plays, to put uncommon on this card upsets me. I'm mad about this. Like, even if they had stapled when it enters, it deals 1 damage, or 2, or exiles a card, anything. Just, this upset me when I saw this. Because it's like, it's such a crazy barrier. Even, guys, is a 6 mana 5/6 flying haster with no other effects that crazy in today's world of Magic? Is that insane? It's just, you pay 6 mana, you get a 6/5 flying haste? That just feels kind of good. It's like kind of good. Doesn't even feel busted. It should be a staple in every red deck, yeah. Oh, wait, I'm now realizing why this card is so upsetting to me. This card is so upsetting to me because look at the art. It's a fucking flaming, rotating Sol spacecraft. It's so cool and so bad. Yeah, Nebula Dragon is exactly in this boat. Nebula Dragon is exactly in this boat. I 1000% agree. That upset me, to be honest, when I saw that one. And I'm sure there's other one. Buzz Commander, everyone but the winner buzzes hair. I talked about it. I would do that for a particularly good reason. I don't know that Buzz Commander would be worth it, but I do think that, like, Buzz Commander for a charity might be. I would do it, something like that. You fuck with the Spider-Man lands. Are we talking about, like, the basics? Hold on. Let me see. I don't know that I've seen the Spider-Man lands. Let me see. Like, through real quick. I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Ooh! You're talking about, like, these, like, web versions? Oh, they kind of go crazy. Hold on. I'll link, like, the island. I think this is the correct one. Hold on. Buzzed Commander, for every 5 damage you take, you have to drink. That's kind of good. Guys, I kind of like this island in particular. This shit slaps. Different costume Spider-Man cards? I don't think so. What's, like, the name of one? This island reminds me a lot of the stained glass foils from War of the Spark? War of the Spark, was it? Let me try and find it. Oh, there's the Pussy Island. I'm scrolling through, seeing that, getting flashbanged. Spectacular Spider-Man. Okay, I'll look that up in a sec. What is the? I'm trying to remember the stained glass island right now. Where is it? God, there's so many basic land printing. Whoa, I've never seen that one before. Oh, wait. Oh, Dominaria? No, I thought there was a different one. Huh. I could have sworn there was another one. Love the stained glass. Was it Dominaria? Am I stupid? I'm scrolling through every island in existence right now, expecting to find the other one. I do think that we would do another, like, drunk or drinking commander. I think that people were asking about that for a while. I think that'd be funny. God, there's so many fucking islands. Buzz Commander, depending on what place you get, determines how much you have to shave off. Last place, no eyebrows. That's crazy. Okay, thank you, Willie. Here's the stained glass island then that I was thinking of. This doesn't look exactly like I thought. Maybe I'm thinking of the mountain. I haven't tried Path of Exile 2. I feel like I would like it, but like I already have kind of some games that fit into that niche. Feels like a game that I would lose my life to, I guess, is the answer. Okay, let me try that. Spectacular Spider-Man. And there's multiple printings of this? Is it a promo that we're talking about? Hold on. Oh! Oh, wow, I hit view. What the? There's a... What is this? Okay. Okay, alright. Okay, I'm cooking on this. Hold on. I'm thinking about this. So, I'll just put 2 examples in the chat so people can... Baghead is very funny. I'll put a classic and then I'll put that. So, here's a classic Spider-Man for Spectacular Spider-Man. And they're asking about the different costume versions. Here's Baghead. The bombastic Bagman suit is very fucking funny. Okay. Magic is doing these a few times. Like the Chocobo. I did see the Skithrix they released. I'll talk about that in a second. Skithrix. Oh. These are textured. Oh, that's kind of cool. These for Magic represent to me a really good way for Magic to make money that does not like offend people playing Magic. I don't think that they should worry about that too much. Like if you're worried about like being offensive as far as your content goes to not like seriously offensive stuff. Obviously you have to consider that. But like for Wizards, a lot of people gripe about them with like, we don't like our Universes Beyond sets. Like, don't put new cards into the game. Like, don't put this kind of art. I hate this. To me, just having some cool prints of, like, cards they're already going to make represent, like, kind of a pretty tone-neutral way to just, like, add cool cosmetics to the game, allow them to print some really rare, neat, fun stuff, and then also, like, make some fans' day. I don't really know. Spider-Man was not a series that I followed too much. Let's just say it wasn't my favorite superhero. But I do know that there are people, like Chase, who absolutely adore Spider-Man, and that is like a story that they really, truly cared a lot about. So I think to those people, these kinds of cards, like the multi-costume, represent like a pretty cool like opportunity to play like Bagman and be like, yeah, like from this one, comic book episode or issue that I really like with the story or whatever, and like that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Like throw all this shit. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I have no idea. I haven't caught up on this. Throw all this shit in a fucking secret layer, call it a day, and people would buy it. I'm sure. You know what I mean? Doctor Strange counterspell. All right, let's see that. Is it a counterspell art? Skithrix is an evil card for evil players. I had it in my Rakdos Dragon's deck like a million billion years ago, and I took it out because it was evil. I think I took it out anyway. Ooh, the Doctor Strange counterspell is really cool. I appreciate that they made this like serious looking art. Arachnogenesis. Is that like the old card? They just reprinted it? The one that makes like 1/2 spiders from your graveyard? Oh no. Oh no, it is. Hold on. Oh. Oh, ooh, ooh, interesting. Okay, so here I'm gonna paste the original art. I forget what this is from, but it was reprinted in Dustborn. It was in. Oh, that's cool, Monkey. Thank you. It was in a few different like decks and stuff. Here's like the original art, I believe, and then like here's the new one from Spider-Man. Now, I don't have a fear of spiders. I don't hate spiders. I don't want them in, like, my bed or mouth. I don't want to be surprised by them in the dark. I don't want to, like, get in my car, start driving, like, be on the highway, and, like, a spider comes down, and then I freak out and cause, like, an accident as I, like, literally am locked into, like, fisticuffs with a spider, right? But I don't hate them. In fact, I appreciate them for killing and eating bugs that spread disease. Like mosquitoes or whatever. I appreciate that. And I have some, like... funny story about my house. The space that I'm renting is a like old converted house, and like one of the rooms used to be a garage, and like the flooring is not perfect, and one of the corners like bugs just come in all the time, and it drives me insane. So I just gave up on that room, and I like seal it off, and I do my best, and I cleared out. At one point, a couple of like long-legged spiders moved in that are like kind of big. Not like whoa, like like decent little guys, like daddy longlegs or whatever. And they like set up in that corner where like the like ants would come in, and I kind of looked at it and I was like, I'd rather have those here than like stuff that I hate. You know what I mean? Yeah, daddy. So I have this like truce, an armistice with like a couple of spiders in one corner of my house. I just leave them alone. And if they step out of line, if they leave their corner, it's on site. I got shoes ready on deck. That's their trap corridor rule. Yeah, it's the kill box. So I let them have that corner as like a look. I'm living in nature. Do I love it? No. Imagining spiders our size takes me back to Eight-Legged Freaks. You guys remember that movie? Holy shit, brother. Holy shit. Oh. Okay. Now, Skithrix is a card that exists. I don't even know. When was the first one of these? Scars of Mirrodin, maybe? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Ooh, damn, that reprint is beautiful. Scars of Mirrodin? Scars of Mirrodin. Cool. Here's the OG card. This is a disgusting card for disgusting people. It is a 5-mana 4/4 with Flying and Infect. Okay, now hold on. Flying and Infect, very okay for black to have. Okay? Keep in mind, Scars of Mirrodin was... Fucking, how long ago was this? 2010. So we're talking about Magic 15 years ago. That's not all it does. It has pay 2 mana to regenerate it. Okay, it's got a tough casting cost. It's double black to regenerate. But now we have a 5-mana flying 4/4. The 2 mana to regenerate with Infect. That's pretty fucking good, okay? And then the kicker, this part really is upsetting. For 1 mana, you can give him haste. Now, it's not that black doesn't have haste anywhere. It's just that usually they're pretty specific about the ways they get haste. So Timeline Color is a really good example. It's haste, but I think it's generally intended to be played from like exile or the graveyard. Same with Bloodghast, the one that comes out of the graveyard. Usually, I think the idea is that they would come out of the graveyard and get haste. Skithrix does not leave the battlefield. He just regenerates and has haste. I hate this card. Now, look, in a modern time, in today's day and age of Magic, we have plenty of 1 to 2 mana removal spells that exile, that stop, that bounce, that blink. Look, we have choices for interaction that's fine, that can get away from, like, just defeating it on a regenerator. But, I looked at the reprint that you're talking about. That has some fucking W aura. Oh my god, does that have some aura, chat. That is a banger print. I don't even know... Like, I don't know that I have ever seen him with wings, ever. I don't know what that's from, but, like... And forgive me for this. Sheesh! You know what I'm saying? That's crazy! Oh, that's interesting, Sadie. I actually feel that exact way. That's kind of cool, Sadie. But that print, boys, that's aura. That is aura right there. People will ask me all the time. I'm posing for the bit. People ask me all the time what aura is. It's this. And rules over the symbiote? Oh, I guess that would make sense. Actually, that actually super tracks Monkey. Based on the art. You know what? Hey, everything that I see out of Spider-Man kind of gives me a more positive outlook on Spider-Man. I think this is cool. I think that's cool. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Hold on. Like half hour? We can do some Awu. I also want it. It looks cool. I'm curious. Does anyone know about like bonus sheets and stuff like that for Spider-Man? Do we have that information yet? Like what they're going to print and where? Oh, was there really a serialized Skithrix? I didn't know this. Oh, Behold the Sinister Six. That was what someone mentioned earlier. Hold on. Behold the Sinister Six. Behold the Sinister Six. Okay, right off the bat, I'm angry that this is 7 mana. Just 6 target creature cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whoa! Wow, hold on a minute. Let me think about this. Okay, again, I'm angry that this is a 7-mana card called Behold the Sinister Six. Like, Hex, the card that kills 6 creatures, has 6 mana. Wizards fucking figured that out then. Wizards, it's not too late. Make the 6 mana. We can talk about that next, Saravis. Man, I'm so happy we got the drop. We can actually like just do whatever on stream. It's fucking great. Look, this card has some banger art. Okay, you can see all the Sinister Six. Let me post it in for you. Let me post it for you guys. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. No. Let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. All right. 6 differently named creatures is very hard. Yeah, it's 6 generic and 1 black. I'm just mad from a flavor perspective because, like, guys, it's a Sinister Six. But I think this is a really cool card. We already had plenty of cards that could reanimate, like, indiscriminately, like Living Death. But usually there was a downside, and there's a few cards that, like, bring multiple people back, like, Victimize. And a few other ways to, like, get, like, multiple creatures and stuff like that. This is such a fun thing. I'm glad that it's a sorcery and not, like, an enchantment, like Animate Dead. I'm glad that it's not, like, on a creature that sacks to do this. I think that this is an example in Magic of, like, what a sorcery should be. It has a high cost. You see it coming a mile away. Does it fizzle if one gets exiled before resolution? No, because it says return up to 6 target creature cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you would have to fizzle all 6 targets to stop it. If you cast this and you cast it for like 4, you're still cheesing, dude. 7 mana, get 4 guys back is sick. Even like I could see a lot of like decks in the late game go, fuck, I really need these 2 guys, and casting it for like 2 or 3. It's not what you want, but not bad. Not bad. Bajuka Pug. Yeah, obviously Bajuka Pug. Alright, wait. Someone was saying, how do you feel about the Soulstone? Oh, yeah, Soulstone. So, wait. Interesting. There's a land called Soulstone Sanctuary, which for 4 mana can become a creature with all creature types. I was curious about that. Here's a Soulstone. I feel a way about the Soulstone, which is that Wizards, I think, has recognized that Commander is the format that makes the money for Wizards. People like Commander, and there's a lot of reasons for that. One, your cards that you purchase are always relevant. You can always play cards in Commander, unless they get banned, right? But like that's like such a small percentage of cards that like exist in the universe. People really like that. When they buy a card, they know that they can play it going forward. If I buy a Path to Exile, I know that I can play it in like things that come out. Great. The other reason that people like Commander is that it allows a level of individualism and creative expression that constructed formats cannot do. Constructed formats, what you're going for is consistency and strength generally. So consistency and strength are you're playing 4 of if you can. You're trying not to have like cards in the deck that don't fit the plan. Like if you're playing a mono red aggro deck, you're not playing a 10 mana red dragon that like does damage when it enters. You want them to be dead by then, right? So Commander decks are the opposite. You pick a funny thing or a mechanic, and then you go, okay, I really like this, and you play that you can, you can make goofy things, and they can work. Exactly right. So I think we have to figure this out. Now, in the world of Commander, paying 3 mana to get 1 mana back, like a Commander Sphere, is not good enough anymore. It's not good enough. And so what the Soulstone to me represents is Wizards, like which I think they've already done with an Arcane Signet, but continuing to acknowledge that Commander's the format, and that 2 mana for 1 mana on a ramp rock is like the future. Now, what's absurd to me is that it is 2 mana, indestructible, and gives you a mana back, and has the Soulstone ability. Now, the Soulstone ability is 7 mana. It's pretty prohibitive, right? But it is basically a win condition on a mana rock. And so, like, cards like this, if it was like 7 mana, get a guy back, I think that's pretty good already. In fact, it's one of the better cards I've ever seen. An indestructible mana rock that can get you a guy back for paying 7 mana. It's like very flexible. But once you harness a Soulstone, it gives you, at the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Forever. Forever. And I think that is extremely pushed. And what does that mean? If this is the Soulstone, there are more stones coming. Yes, we can exile it. You're right, Tom. We can exile it, sure. But there are more stones coming. Like, what do you think, like, a green one is going to do? 2 mana to tap for 1, and then, like, when you harness the Soulstone, like, you and all permanents you control have hexproof and indestructible forever? Oh. And if this is their challenge, like, they're releasing the rest of them this week? Fuck me. Oh, man. Maybe I'll do live coverage of that. Ooh, we have our stream working. Come on, bro. Dice removal. True. True. Oh, double combat stats would make sense. Or like the tap for mana or whatever. I just think that they might push it. So, we don't know that the rest of them are going to be mana rocks like this. Maybe they won't be. Maybe they won't be. Like a blue one that's like 4 mana and tap to draw a card. Okay, that's fine. With some other effects, I think it's fine. Yeah, I can see the double stats for sure. But like, if this is how powerful they all are, I think that a fair critique for them is to say, well, we could have printed more stuff with emblems, but we wanted things that are indestructible or hexproof or shroud. But there is still a way to destroy this, like Merciless Eviction. I saw Suplex the Soulstone, all true. You can bounce it. It's not I mean, you can definitely do a bunch of stuff to it. This represents to me a better version of a Planeswalker emblem. I guess I'll put it that way. So if their intention is to make like less emblem-y stuff and like give them harder to interact but still interactable cards, I think it's a good direction. But if all of them are this fucking busted, God, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, look, you still need a creature, I guess, but it feels like it's pretty fucking good. I hope so, Monkey. I hope so. I like when they do runs like that. Imagine, Dom. Imagine. I mean, I could see it as like a pay 2 or counter and pay 1 or counter as like a functional stacks piece. Dude, if they don't do... Okay, so Parasox has brought up a good point, which is I can't wait for Exodia and Magic Infinity Stones and Gauntlet. Now, guys, the Gauntlet to me represents a very interesting... Pictures of Spider-Man? Did they actually print that? I don't know that I saw that. I have to look. The Gauntlet to me represents a very interesting card because it can easily be, if you harness the Infinity Stones, you win the game. But that's actually not true because the Infinity Stones were for the snap, right? So what I think it should be, and I'm hoping and praying, every player has a 50-50 chance to lose the game. You can try Applesauce, but I can't get it to let you post them here. I don't know why you can't. I will look up... Kill half of players is what I am hoping for. I hope it's a Door of Destiny's effect with a 50-50 chance. I'll look at pictures of Spider-Man now, though. Let's see. It would be so cool. Okay, I got pictures of Spider-Man. When this artifact enters, look at the top 5 cards. You reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. Put them in your hand. Put the right. Oh, that's not bad. I was begging for a card for this card. I am so happy that it exists. 3 mana artifact with an ETB to find you 2 creatures in a permanent is really good in a lot of graveyard decks, especially Muldrotha. Sacrifice this artifact, make a treasure token. Okay. This is kind of a pretty cool setup card. I really, really, really like this, actually. I really, really, really. They make everyone lose the game? That would be funny, Dom. That would be funny. That would be cool. Being a little whip would be the ultimate flavor. True, true. It is a... Imagine you play the... And then, like, everyone rolls their fucking 50-50 dice and no one dies. Bro, that would be so cool. Alright, let me see what the city pigeon... Oh, I'm about to log out because we're not playing RuneScape. Let's see. The city... What? City pigeon. City pigeon. Ah. 1 mana, 1/1 flyer. When this creature leaves the battlefield, create a food token. That's so fucking good. Eddie, I'm most excited to build with Eddie. Yeah. Here's the pigeon, guys. I'll post this. This is fucking great. The claim for each Oh yeah, like a Rakdos Showstopper effect. Showstopper. Like this, but for all creatures. I'm having fun pasting Magic cards. I love Magic. Magic's great. Where it's like 50-50 fucking destroy everything would be fucking awesome. More Spoils Wonder. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I have like 25-ish minutes left in stream. I really want to go try one Serb kill. At least a couple. Let's see. I need this, and I need this, and I need nature runes, and I need fire runes. We'll just bring like this many, boop boop boop, and like boop 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 boop. Okay, and then a teleport, and then like a billion sea turtles. All right, dude, I would love to see them do. Dom's saying that he wants a like another black counterspell, like Imps Mischief or whatever, or Dash Hopes or something like that. I would love to see another run of like Color Pie kind of shifting cards. I think that would be so cool. We're actually, hold on, we're actually maybe in that era because they printed the fuck is it? Hold on. Let me find it. Cards like this, like oh, maybe this one's better actually. There's a few. I'm just gonna use this common. Red landfall stuff. You were exactly right. I was going with Orbital Plunge, which is a 4-mana common from Edge of Eternity. If you deal excess damage, you make a lantern token. So red getting the ability to just hard tutor for basic lands and put them on the battlefield, I would consider a mechanic that red does not have. But we've seen the Zell guy from Final Fantasy. We've seen landers in red now, which obviously they have to kind of filter through artifacts. They're trying to keep it there. Call of the Mountain Chocobo, yeah. Like anything that's like red landy folly and then like getting basic lands feels like they're kind of trying to give the colors some more identity. So maybe more of that like black counterspell stuff that's like counter target spell unless its controller discards 2 cards or a card. I could see that. I could see it for sure. I don't think it's like infinitely busted, but I also think that it like gives some room for like unique play patterns that, in colors that I think could deserve it. Now, don't get me wrong, black fucking rules. Yeah, it would be so cool, right? Like I feel like it already doesn't it exist already on enchantment, painful choice or whatever. Painful choice. Is that right? Am I no painful quandary? Painful quandary? Am I stupid? Yeah. Oh no, it's they lose life. Okay. Yeah, but I can see them doing something like that for sure. Oh, I have to remember how to do this, boss. Ha! This guy died. Chat. This guy died. I got his bone. 44. Oh, it's definitely this actually. Woo! Okay, let's see. Cool. I'm gonna bury his ass. Get buried, kid. Good dog, I agree. Oh, woo! I wonder what my max is. I'm so happy to have a new weapon. It's been so long since a huge, meaningful upgrade, like, woo! Has happened to me. Just, don't grr me. Get that shit out of here. 55! I think my previous max it was a 61 with this, or with the predecessor version. Bro, Tanuka's a great card. We are back, Thorn. We were going to get this sword for this exact reason. I'm very curious because I got a new amulet, which I don't think is a max hit, but also a new sword. So I'm way better at killing this guy now. He does need to pay. Hello, you better not be here for this guy. Oh, it aggroed on him. Wow. Incredible. With 100 HP... Parasox says, my friend and I started doing 1v1 commander games with 100 HP and plane chase. That's awesome. It's awful? No. That sounds really fun. I kind of like the idea of like Hell Commander, and it's like, can I fight Cerberus? What? Okay. Oh, okay, my bad. That's fine. I'll just waste resources and stay here. Can I fight him? Is that cool? I'd like to fight you now. Alright. Ooh, max hit there. Both of the nukes are good, but the warp one is broken strong. It is very good, yes. It is very good. I'm happy about it, though, because I think it's a really good... when people ask me, like, what's a good commander to get into Magic now, if they want to build their own deck, to me, Tanuke represents a really, 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 really straightforward, but obvious way and creatively flexible way to build your own deck that, like, it would be kind of hard to fuck up a Tanuki deck, like the sneak attack guy. Like, it's gonna be good unless you, like, don't put creatures in it. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get there. So I think that I will tell people, hello, Murph. Tell people to build that guy. Right. So the reason that we went to kill demons for forever is because Cerberus hates me. Here's Cerberus. I still have none of the crystals in 1,000 kills. Let's see. This. Okay. Oh, let me. I clicked off Twitch real quick. All right, cool. Commander, but it's every other game mode conspiracy user. Dude, Commander, but it's every game mode is really fucking funny, actually. Oh no. It's not. We wouldn't even stop there. I think we would add like standard Commander, but it's every game mode, or Commander, but it's standard would be kind of funny. It's like, imagine after like turn 5 we sideboard. We're like, yeah, Matt's playing like, he's playing like a pretty strong like Niv Mizzet multicolor deck. I'm gonna side in my cards with protection from multicolored like on turn 2. Hello, Chooch. Yeah, just give them a Simic 63 do nothing deck and watch the new players cry. I agree. Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Ixal on Merfolk is pretty good. That's true. I bet it would go well. Mr. Jameson seems pretty good. Yeah, you could sideboard it like Commander, but it's standard, and then we side in like 4-ubs for like our Commander. Instead of just playing like one Tanuki sneak attack guy, you get to play 4 of him. Pretty funny. You say you may proxy my Nikki deck and give it to Matt. It does feel like exactly a Matt deck. It does feel exact. Oh, 62. Exactly a Matt deck for sure. I think you have nailed that. It's all about Thopters, Devils, and Group Hug Burn. That does sound pretty good. Take care, Mark. Oh, I do gotta leave soon, actually. I just want to see the max hit. Room. Soulstone and wait. Bro, that just sounds like redundancy. I mean, I think you're signing up. I do be liking OG Shieldred. The one that has that effect. Just play Torbrand and Perforos. Everyone will love you at the table. That sounds like you have a gun to them. Does this weapon do more damage to Cerberus? Yes. It is it's just the upgraded version of the weapon I had previously. It seems a lot more accurate, but I know for sure my previous max hit was 61. We're looking for a new max hit to see what it is. I could run the calcs, but I kind of just want to see it. I want to see it. You'll know because it'll have like a golden outline. But I am kind of pretty amazed. Definitely be slapping. I don't think I've missed. Oh, 64! Whoa! That's a crazy hit. That was the max. Don't gurr me. Get out of here. Don't stop that. Wow, that's crazy. Modern RuneScape. I'd like my boot crystal, and then I could be done here, and then I could like do raids and stuff. I mean, I can do raids. There's nothing stopping me. I just really want to get the boots from this guy and get out of here. Oh, the music's kind of good. That would be kind of cool. What you're suggesting, Dom? I just saw it. Like everything but this color Commander. So if you play a mono white guy, you can play the other 4 colors. You could even do, I think, what you're suggesting, which is like the inverted color. So if it's mono white, you play mono black. If it's now this poses an interesting question, guys. What color is the opposite of blue? Is it red or is it green? Or none of the above? Red? I would have said. I don't know. Colorless? Okay, fair. I think I would have defaulted to maybe green, but I also... Stop ass blasting me. I also don't know. Stop it! Quit! I think red hates... Okay, alright, okay, alright. Red hates cards is actually a good argument. Because I was thinking like the whole uncounterable thing, green, or we could just say Gruul. We should do it. I got trolled. We should do a thought experiment at some point to see, like, to look at every color or color pairing and be like, what is the exact opposite of this playstyle? Because I do agree with you, the opposite playstyle of blue is definitely Gruul. So like, what's the opposite of like? It was interesting. I was gonna say, what's the opposite of Azorius Control? Also feels like Gruul, no? Color on the color wheel opposite is red, is it not? Is it? I said is it? I'd say Rakdos. Interesting. That's maybe true because they were oppositely paired in Ravnica. It's 5 colors. Opposite of blue is green and red. Technically green. See, that's what I was thinking. Green has like uncounterability. Cerberus. I can probably do one more. Where if you do most of the mechanics right, you still take 1,000 fucking damage. Meese. It's definitely some food for thought, though, you know? It's only gonna have 2 commander decks. Interesting. That's kind of what I was thinking there, Suitor. Yeah, Guttural Response is definitely like the champion card for what we're describing. I agree. Man, it was so funny getting to talk about Guttural Response on stream yesterday. I had so much fun. So, if Lorwyn next year only has 2 commander decks, that means they're gonna what, like... I wonder if they're gonna be like good premium commander decks, like that one Eldrazi Precon Void guy. Or if it's going to be like Aether Drift, where they're kind of just out there and forgotten about. In a set that's like kind of... I hope they do them so... Void Guy? I was going to say, I hope they do some justice, because people really like Lorwyn. Myself included, but not as much as some people. Alright, I'm really happy with that sword. That sword feels a lot better to kill that guy with. 4 for every release would be a lot. I agree. But what I think they should do is like... Conceptually, guys, think about this for a second. What they really should do is have like a set number of releases per year. Okay, Murph, I think you're kind of going where I'm going with this. Murph says, hot take, they need to stop with all the commander-centric cards. Standard's quite literally dying. Wizards doesn't care because they're just seeing green. Now, you're not wrong in that Wizards of the Coast, via the Hasbro, are profit-motivated and centric, I would even say. But they do have to do a good job of taking care of the game, because if they don't, the game stops working, and then we can't play the game, and then we lose the game, and then people stop caring, and then people stop joining, and there's less money, and they do... So they have to think about the longevity. I'm kind of thinking about an idea. You know what would be kind of interesting? Let's say they just release a full run of 4 commander decks, which, by the way, in my opinion, it should always be 4, because they're meant to be played as commander decks, and you play commander as a 4-man. I kind of think they should release them at, like, different parts of the year, and then do, like, instead of, like, a run of 2, like they're talking about doing for Lorwyn, bundle that up with the next one, and then do a run of 2 and a run of 2, and be like, these are the Lorwyn guns, and these are the other ones. Now, from a business perspective, I think that releasing them when they're ready makes sense, because they, you know, have the presses going, and the printers and stuff like that, and the product's ready for sale. But, like, can you imagine if they kind of just use, like, maybe the 2 months before, like, a commander deck release, to accumulate all the cards and mechanics? And the reason I'm mentioning it is because if you look at Edge of Eternities, and you look at Khans of Tarkir, Dragonstorm, and there was one more set, they printed a lot of Sultai Graveyard Do-Nothing in all those sets, right? And it's not... And land-based stuff in the Jund guy. In the Jund guy had land-based stuff. So it's not impossible that they could have combined all of those cards and made, like, a pretty banger Jund or Sultai or even 4-color commander deck that would have actually just, like, been really cool. You know what I mean? So I think that they could have, like, grouped up all the graveyard themes idea and, like, released, like, a big run of, like, a graveyard guy. And they could have done that with the other ones, too, because, like, there's, like, been a lot of, like, Play from Exile stuff this year, or, like, exile things to play them with like warping and value from like that. We've seen obviously like a lot of artifact stuff like we always do. I feel like they could maybe take a second, slow down instead of just jamming the decks alongside releases and do like concentrated considerations of the commander release. It would do two things in my opinion. It would make it so there's always 4 decks to play against each other. I really hate when when there's only 2, because like one of my favorite like most fondest memories of Friday Night Magic is like showing up and playing with my boys, and someone goes, "I got the new green guy precon," and I'm like, "Oh fuck yeah! I actually bought all those." Like I'll play the blue guy precon, and like I have my other decks, and I give them to my two buddies, and we play a game of the precons, like the ones that were designed to play against each other. Some of the best Magic, like I mean, yeah, it's precon Magic, right? I mean, like they're not always the best decks, but at the same time, like I think that is like one of the purest ways to play the precon decks against each other, the ones from the set. So if they like kinda did like schedule releases for precons as opposed to just pushing them alongside sets, I feel like one, it would like allow there to be hype outside of sets. Like I feel like you guys feel the same as me, which is like we know Spider-Man is coming. We see spoilers. It's Spider hype season. Eddie, or this Venom reprint of Skithrix, or like all these costume guys. We're fucking fuck yeah, Spider-Man, fuck yeah. And then when Spider-Man drops, we're like, all right, well, Spider-Man dropped. And like we're excited to play the cards, but the like build-up is gone because we're now playing the cards. And sometimes Wizards' best answer is like the next round of spoilers are around the corner, which is okay. But I feel like putting a precon release together would give them a chance to do another like hype bundle where like it's not necessarily just about the newest IP that they have ripped and put into Magic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so excited for Avatar. I'm so excited for Spider-Man. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm seeing awesome cards. I love the art. I love those IPs. I think they're great. I have positive opinion of them. But also, like, it would allow us to be excited for a more, like, Magic internal product. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to those Magic products back in the day? Like, the Vault stuff and, like, random battle decks and stuff like that. It feels like it's going to the wayside for just, like, a new set that has Spider-Man on it, and like there's no decks. Sorry, we'll do it later. I don't know. I'm just ranting. Let me read through chat. I play Magic with my friends over the country on Tabletop Simulator, and we have a pack that just contains every precon for precon nights. That's fucking based. Sadie is saying, oh, okay, wait. If we're talking in terms of going the opposite of a green color card, would be red, not magenta, red, blue. Okay. Yeah. The primary colors. Let's see. Let's get some more. Any MagicCon events you would want to do at MagicCon? Honestly, I hadn't even thought about that. Like we're still even trying to figure we can go in. I don't even know what there is, to be honest. Let's see. Managed to use God Order Response on a Force of Will. Oh, the dream. Release precons, but for other formats that aren't as strong but useful. Yeah, like a precon standard deck would be actually really good. I hope they do more of that. I remember that happening like when I was playing standard. God, like fucking Theros or something like that. I remember there being like that is a talk at least. Just watch. You got a link to your deck. There's some big dudes in there that would. Yes, I do. It's on my Archidect, which has some stuff from the boys as well. Oh wait, hey, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Is it not in the deck list? Is it in the description? Hold on. Did I goof this? One second. I do have a link. It should be in the description. I'm sorry that it's not. One moment. Skill check Ryan is my name. Skill check Ryan plays goofy creatures is his game. I know I have this. Where is it? Where are you? Maybe it's like an old deck I typed up. I'm positive I have this. Maybe I'm going insane. Oh yeah, here it is. It's just further back on the list. Here, I'll send you the link here. Janara big guys. Here you are. Challenger decks. That's what I was thinking of. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I will say Janara big guys is like very clearly. Oh, this deck list is very, 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 very close, but probably no. I think this is right. Let me redact that statement. There's a Soul Ring in this deck. I am a noted hater of Soul Rings. I will explain why. First and foremost, I made this deck 1,000,000 years ago, and I haven't updated it and don't really plan to, and I'm not going to. It, to me, represents a pretty good, like, snippet of time for older Magic ramp decks that I had access to as like a budget casual builder. So right now this deck is estimated at like $300, which I think would probably get cheaper if I hit the... I'm gonna optimize the printings real quick. I'm curious what they actually would look like. Optimizing printings. Overwrite cards. Okay, it's less than $300. So when I made this deck, I'm sure it was like way, way, way less. This is a fine deck. I just want you to know, as someone who's interested in the deck, it is not even close to the best way to play these decks. I just kind of played it, and I liked it because I had bought... Oh, we were just talking about Magic products. I bought the Vault of the Angels. That's where this Janara came from. And I like the idea of just big mana with a mana sink and a guy. Cool. Cool. So I hope that you enjoyed it or whatever. But thanks for reminding me. I need to put the decks in the description if I have them. Okay, I think they're releasing pre-made standard decks with Lorwyn, which would be sick. That would be awesome. Becoming more of a collector's card game and less of a player's card game. I do think that they are making it better for collectors, but I don't think it's entirely sacrificing for players, at least recently. Like, I feel like a lot of the gripes that we're all talking about have kind of been around for a while. So I think that the reason it kind of feels exaggerated is, like, they are clearly doing more to help the collectors. I think that also, like, reducing the number of packs in a play box or a draft box is not good for people who just want to buy play or draft box to just play the cards. You know what I mean? Okay, let me keep catching up on chat here. 2 years since they made the deal to... Yeah, it's probably been a long time. You're right. I wonder how that affects things, because they probably do have a long runway for, like, getting the IPs. Fat packs from Magic made you self-conscious about your weight. That's crazy. Me walking up to the counter as an overweight man with 2 fat packs. Hey, can I have these fat packs? Put them in the bag. I want a universe set for dwarves like Lorwyn, but for dwarves. Someone mentioned it, I think, in the stream. Universes Beyond for your fucking... Oh my god, Rock and Stone. Deep Rock Galactic would be really funny. When I heard Challenger decks, I thought, do they blow up after launch? No, that's fantastic. That is an interesting movie, Nasal Penny. I haven't seen it in a long time. Making less product is definitely anti-players. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with the supply versus demand stuff. Player who got really into Magic recently, I never really considered Standard as an option to play or build. I just jumped into Commander and wanted to be able to play with the homies. Yeah, I mean, Polarity, case in point, why Commander is such a big deal. Like, it takes a different person to want to go to a local game store and play a competitive game against people they don't know. It's, in my opinion, it's still Magic, but it's a different kind of Magic to, like, want to sit down and compete than it is to just, like, play with your friends. Yeah, so you're even saying I'm an incredibly competitive person, I love competition. Hey, nothing wrong with it. I do know people who liked Standard. But to me, they fulfill different niches in the community, if that makes sense. And both are important to the game, like, long term, I think. Like, I don't see Standard as a route for competition. Why not? Because it's just not possible to get in, or what do you think? It's gotten too accessible? Like, what price, you guys mean? It can be just as expensive, if not more expensive, as a Standard deck, says Monkey. I don't disagree, especially, like a control archetype. You're playing, like, 4 to 8 of the best, like, Planeswalker or whatever. The social aspect of Commander makes it more fun to compete inside for me. I'm kind of with you, Dom. I don't mind competing from time to time, but to me, I'd rather, like, play a game with my friends. I'm exactly with you guys. Price point and having to rotate that per set. Yeah, I guess it's actually a really good point. This has been said a million times. It's not just price point. It's price point per month. Yeah, I think you can get there, Polarity. Like, we Skill Check Boys played CEDH today with Play to Win folks. Those were my first CEDH games. I have watched a lot of CEDH content in my life, but I've just never really played. And, like, it was refreshing to sit down and play it. My thoughts on CEDH are I would play again. I had fun. I enjoyed it. But I would prefer to play casual generally for one reason. Well, 2. The first is that wins in CEDH are typically linear. Like, that's the point of consistency. And to me, I like the fact that Commander is so wild and random and chaotic, and like you have to think your way out of board states and puzzles and like know what's in your deck and stuff like that too. So I think, interesting. A Discord just popped up with a tag. Interesting, interesting. The other problem with CEDH is, good God, the shuffling. like, turn one, fucking tutor, shuffle. And then fucking play the card, you get the card, play a land that fetches a land, another tutor, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And like, people can... the amount of shuffling is unbelievable. And like, mulliganing is really important in... yes, it is. It is payment on my alarm just went off. Mulliganing is really important in that game. And it's like... it's not that I don't... shuffling is an important part of the game. Yes, Tabletop Sim is a way to get around it. That is true. But man, I'm just like, I have obscenely large hands, so shuffling Commander decks isn't a problem. It's not about the act of shuffling the deck. It's about the fact that every time you shuffle the deck, it's like, for a good shuffle... Guys, how long do you... I'll pose the question to the group. How long do you guys shuffle your cards before you think is done? Like, what's the average shuffle time for you? Not like a lackadaisical shuffle. Like, I am shuffling the deck. How long do I think it is fairly shuffle? Shuffling 100 cards is cringe, yeah. 10 shuffles? How long does that take? Like a minute? 30 seconds? I feel like 30 seconds to a minute. That's kind of what I feel, right? 30 seconds to a minute? That feels right, like 1 minute. Okay. But in the CEDH world, like, I was playing like mono green lands. Like, I functionally could have had to search just for mono green lands 4 times a game. So just me, and in CDH, like, your opponents actually have to pass priority and like let searches resolve and like care. Like, I was playing something that could search out a Gaia's Cradle. My opponents had to hold priority and interact with me while that search is on the stack. I couldn't shortcut it. So if you're just talking about only my deck, that's 30 seconds to a minute. Now let's talk about the blue players who are like top deck searching, and like the people playing the Vampiric Tutor and stuff. Like, they also need to shuffle for like 5 minutes. You're talking about, if let's just say every player on average shuffles as much as I did, which we can say 2 to 4 minutes, then we're talking about 4 people doing that. That's what, 8 to math is hard. 12 minutes? 8 to 12 minutes of shuffling in a game? Isn't that crazy? I don't disparage that. It's an important part of TCGs, right? Right? I mean, I get it. But for me, I'd rather just kind of be playing in the action and just chill, you know what I mean? After shuffling at least in most Canadian games, that shuffle past the competitive ones seem annoying. Yeah, that's the difference. Is like, you can't really shortcut everything in those kinds of games. So, I still had fun. I'm not griping or disparaging in any way, shape, or form. I absolutely would play again. Just that I prefer that. Awkward eye contact is key during shuffling, yeah. We actually were going to do that with the poker shuffler, I agree. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Retro. I appreciate it. Guys, I got to run. I have to go say hi to a friend. It's her birthday tonight, so I got to go be a human being in real life. Let me talk to you about at least streams for the next couple of days. I might stream tomorrow, but I don't know how we're going to handle Labor Day as an organization. We might be in, we might not. If we're not in during Labor Day, I will probably do a Helldivers stream. And play with some of you guys or whatever, because I feel like it's a pretty American day and it's super Earth. That's my guess. And a lot of people were asking for another one of those. So that's probably what I'll do. Either way, the tribal wheel would be cool. Yes, Retro, I agree. I super agree. You're welcome, and I'm sorry, Polarity. Not looking to put on the top bottom, that way it can be your fault. I love when that happens, Sadie. I love when people have to like make cuts and choose. I think it's good. Take care, guys. This was fun. I'll see you guys probably within the next 48 hours, if I had to guess. If not, I'll be playing Monday night for sure. But I might do like an all-day one. Okay, bye!